Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday, and it is a beautiful day today. So, we're going to continue on. This is where we last left off. We have a gingerbread house, a gingerbread, and a baking gingerbread. Hold on a second. Okay. So, we're going to continue on. I'm going to go ahead and move these out of the way. Kind of work on this a little bit. Do some highlighting and shading on the letters, on these little elements. Need to do a better coat on here, and then I need to paint that real quick. So that's where we'll go today. And hopefully I can get some things accomplished. I didn't change my board. My bad. So I'll have to struggle with these small pieces on the sticky board. Want to start off by saying congratulations, West Branch, 9-0. You beat Carrollton. Whoa. One more game left, and then it's playoff times. Hopefully you can beat Salem next week, and I do think you can. And you definitely have home field advantage for one game. Hopefully, Struthers, good morning, made it possible for you guys to have 2 home games. Jeremiah, you're awesome. You had 2 to 3 touchdowns in the first half. You're just absolutely remarkable. Such a special, talented young man. So I'm gonna wait on these letters up here, but I'm gonna highlight all these other little elements. Get them glued on so I can get these out of the way. Just do a little highlighting and shading. I'm gonna use the neon fiery red. Just to kind of brighten everything up. And these elements are quite small, so it's not going to take a whole lot of paint. When it comes to highlighting and shading, it doesn't take a whole lot of paint. So kind of keep that in mind. I have something, like a little hair or something that must have stuck on there. I didn't catch it the last time I painted. I'm having a hard time getting it off. Go figure. I need to get me some new tweezers because there we go. These are in pretty rough shape. And I know these two hearts are for the mouth, and so I'm just gonna go on opposite sides. And these hearts go on top of the house. It's about ready to fall off. And these two bigger hearts, I know, they're just, you can add them to the top of the sign if you want. It's not necessary. But I think I'm just gonna paint them as though I'm gonna add them. I'll see once it's all said and done. I get my lettering on the sign if I wanna add these. I'm just gonna highlight the tops of them. And these are little things that go on the, I don't know what it's called. It's how you put icing on. So I'm just gonna, it's how you ice your cakes and cookies and all that good stuff. So I'm just gonna put that on. All right. Let's see if I have a real teeny tiny, angle brush. Okay, so I'm gonna use black plum. Also need to highlight that. And just go opposite sides. I mean, I only put this much paint out on my plate, and actually, that's too much. I'm just gonna kind of go on the other side of where the knot would be for the bow. Just trying to create a little bit of shading. It's a very small area. But hopefully that'll help that little knot pop off of there. And I'm just gonna kind of go opposite. Of where I highlighted, excuse me. Just to give it another color. That one I messed up, but it's so minimal you can't see it. I mean, I put way too much paint out. These areas are small. This isn't something you have to do, it's just something I'm doing. I just think it just adds a little bit more to the particular piece. Just gonna shade on the bottom of these hearts. And I think I'm gonna go up around the one side. And I'm just lightly touching the surface when I do my highlighting and shading. Very, very lightly. Okay. I'm gonna highlight these outside edges with celery green. And then we'll get a little gluing going on. Maybe even highlight these just for something different. Just a sunny, beautiful day. I mean, when I woke up this morning, lots of frost. It's been frosting a lot here this past week, but it is just gorgeous. And we're supposed to be warmer this week for some reason. So. Okay. I'm gonna start gluing some of this stuff on. I like to use stick fast glue for gluing. I use the thick. There is a thin. The thin is very watery. It's not something I would recommend. And I just, since some of these pieces are really small, I'm just gonna take my tweezers, dip them in, and then put it on my surface. Get it where I want it. Whoa. I'll try and get it where I want it. And then press down on it. And let that dry because that has to go on here. So, I guess I'll start with these hearts. Probably should have done opposite on those too. Might not have enough glue on there. It doesn't take a whole lot of glue, but you gotta have enough. Now, if you don't want to glue these small pieces on, something you can do is paint them. I just chose to, I mean, if you buy the kit, they'll be cut. I just chose to glue them on because I'm just trying to go for that 3D look. But it's not necessary. I mean, these pieces are pretty tiny. But it has to be a personal preference, what you prefer to do. Didn't get that quite where I wanted, but at least it was able to move off of there. Okay. I don't think those are straight, but I'm not going to worry about it. And these pieces are small. Okay. Get these glued on here. Gingerbread house will be done. Except for I gotta paint the doorknob, which I didn't do, and the windows. So that's something I'll do. Oh, Snicky's already on her roll today. Tell ya. I don't think this is enough glue. Okay, you definitely want to get this lined up correctly. It's hard to see. Probably should have done that one first. This one. Like I said, we gotta do paint the doorknob, the windows. What else on this? I think that's about it. That one bigger heart goes in the center of the door, the window for the door. I just chose to make this very festive, very Christmassy, just strictly greens and reds. You can do this whatever colors you want if you were to choose to buy this. I'm actually working on another gingerbread house, a different type of design. But it has to be your personal preference. I think for these windows and doorknob, I want more of a darker brown. So let's see. I think I'll try asphalt them, see how that works. Really didn't really have a particular color in mind. And as you can see, these windows are very skinny, so they're pretty fragile. So be careful when you paint them and when you glue them. I don't know if that's going to be dark enough for me. We will see. And I'm just lightly touching these pieces with my sponge and praying that they won't bust when I go to remove them. And I'm just gonna see if it's dark enough for me. It is. So I will do a little highlighting on here. Just on the doorknob. I think I'll just throw a titch of antique white on there. And I'm not gonna do anything with those windows. I don't even know if I like that. So, all right. These are super, super fragile. So I think I'll do this is kind of hold it there. I might not have gotten any glue on, not enough. I kind of knew this would be iffy, these windows. And I didn't put any marks on the house because these are so tiny. That's gonna have to do. And that's that for the gingerbread house. Just very festive, very country, and that's what I was going for. So we have these 3 elements done, and we're going to get to work on the last element. So, and I'm very indecisive as to what I want to do. I know I want to paint this bowl green. So I'm going to go ahead and use the avocado green. I like that darker green. Actually put way too much paint out there. Oh, it's gonna be a dirty day. Ugh. And it really doesn't matter how far you paint down in here, because you're going to be gluing something. This is not the brush to be using. I haven't decided, good morning, what color I want to do the batter, or I'm just going to portray it as being icing. The only thing bad about that is I have a box of flour here, which generally that's white, so I don't know if I want white next to white. So we'll paint all the other elements first and then make a decision. So if it didn't say, I'm using the avocado green to paint the mixing bowl. Make sure I have over there enough. I need to go up just a titch more. Okay. Get these things moved out of the way. Screen's kind of stubborn today. Just gonna highlight the brim of this bowl at the bottom. Boy, my water is just filthy already. Terrible. That needs to dry. I don't know what color I want to paint this. I'm thinking about doing my rolling pin an antique white with a red handle. Maybe I'll paint this red. The icing will be red. Oh, but if I do that, then you won't see that other stuff. Well, I could always change the colors of that. Decisions. Just trying to highlight the outside edge. Really don't have enough water on my brush, which is extremely not normal for me. Now I just wiped off everything I did. I'm gonna have a day painting. Try it again. I just want it to be a very minimal highlight. Can't really see it. Nikki is on a roll today. Wow. And I know the spoon, I think I'm going to do this antique white as well. The handle of the spoon that's in the batter. Definitely getting paint over the side, but I'll go back and clean it up after I'm done highlighting. Because most likely I will get paint back on it again after I highlight. Alright. So while that is drying, I think it is probably in my, oh, I didn't get down. I need to paint more green. I didn't get up there high enough. Probably what I'll do, because we've got all the curves and whatnot, is I'm actually going to dry brush that shading. That's what I'll do. But I do want to shade behind this as well. So just very lightly get my cheater pencil out. And I'm going to use black green. Not sure what the shading color is for avocado. Oh, evergreen. I don't even know if I have that color. But I like the black green, and you gotta water it down, blend it really, really well. And you'll get a nice little shading line there. And why not? Since I have it out. You know what? I think I'm just gonna go across. enough. All right. I'm gonna try and highlight a little bit. I don't know, this water's pretty dirty. If I start getting marks, I'm gonna have to empty this water for sure. So I'm gonna use buttermilk. Not trying to get anything real major as far as highlighting goes. Just trying to create a little bit of lightness. I have way too much water on my brush. I don't think I'll ever break myself of that habit. Okay, good enough. Go ahead and shade this a little bit with some cocoa. I'm just going around this little circular area just to add a little bit different color. Looks like I'm frozen. I ended up going a little bit darker than I wanted. Oh, wow. Okay, good enough. I need to paint that egg. Now the batter is supposed to be cocoa. That's what I use to do my gingerbread. So, I think I'll go ahead and just make my batter the gingerbread batter. Too small of a brush. I should have looked at getting some bigger brushes yesterday when I was at Hobby Lobby for base coating. I didn't even think about it. Whoa, too much paint. Didn't even think about it. Good. Also, I forgot to say, I'm actually running a sale on my Etsy shop. Name of my Etsy shop is Elevita Designs. There's actually a link on my Facebook page. But the sale is spend $15, get 20% off. No coupon code is required. You just have to spend 15 to receive 20. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be running that sale. It might only be through this weekend. So, I was going to do a post on my page and completely forgot. So, I don't have a whole lot of designs. But I have a few. has some DIY wood kits. So that sale applies to everything, whether it's a kit or an SVG file, my painting for my porch greeters that comes with a line drawing, very detailed painting and cutting, assembly instructions. I mean, they're very detailed. I spent a lot of time putting those directions together. But also, you know, if you have any questions, I'm always here that I can help. All I have to do is send me a message, whether it be on Facebook or Etsy. And if you look at my reviews, a lot of people have commented about the directions. So I thought about painting a new porch greeter live. The only problem with that is as I'm doing my porch greeters for the very first time and painting them, I'm actually typing my painting instructions up as I go. So to do that live, a new one would be not good. So it wouldn't be fair to the audience. Because I have thought about it, but that's how I do my painting instructions. I'm typing them up as I paint. That way I know what order I did things, what colors I used. Yeah, it's just, I've always done it like that. I don't know how I feel about this color, but it's too late now. Probably should have stuck with, like, I don't know, doing icing. So my Steelers are going to start Russell Wilson this week. I don't agree with that. Justin Fields did a heck of a job. And I hope somebody picks Justin Fields up because he's a good quarterback. He's just not with the right organization. And Tomlin, you need to retire. It's time. Poor decisions. My husband's poor brownies, oof. I don't know. I didn't have high hopes for my Steelers this year against them, but it's looking pretty good. pretty good. Hello. Ohio State is off this week, and I hope they can regroup from the loss. Good morning, or good afternoon. Yeah, it's 12. Holy smokes. Where did this morning go? Wow. That was just a heartbreaking loss. But we'll see what happens today. I don't know who my Buckeyes play next. Okay. Just using the regular white to paint this egg. I'll probably do a little shading behind it because I'll be gluing this egg on top. And I am going to make this white. White icing. And I think what I'll do, even though there's not much of a difference, maybe I'll do that flour bag light buttermilk. that's a good choice. And I did get my gray out. Yeah, this water is filthy. What I think I'm going to do with this icing, I'm only going to go down so far because I'm going to paint that tip gray, probably a slate gray. I might even do a metallic, I don't know. What the? What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put glitter on that. Do a shiny paint like I did my snow. I think. Boy, that white is just blotchy, blotchy, blotchy. And I don't know if that has something to do with my water. Kind of thinking, yes, I'm seeing a little bit of color in there. All right, so with that being said, I think it is in my best interest. Well, let me see here. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like that at all. But it is what it is, isn't it? I don't know if highlighting and shading on here would let me just try, because I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling about that at all. At all. So we'll see. This might end up being a redo, rethink. Well, that was wider than what I wanted. Terrible. Painting like Durley. Okay, let's rethink this. All right, that one I might need to do a smaller angle brush. Try it again. It only goes so far, and then come back. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not feeling it. And if I'm not feeling it, I'm not going to be happy. All right. Okay, what did I use to shade? Try the raw sienna. See where this is at. Because honestly, I'm not feeling it. So that's going to probably be a recut, a redo, a rethink. I just don't know how I'm going to get away with it. And I put so many coats of paint on there. Yeah, I'm not liking that at all. So, just stop. Stop, stop, stop. I don't know. I don't know if I sanded it. I can get the paint off. I don't know. That is just downright yikes. Let's see. It is going to take me so many coats of white paint to cover this up. Yeah, I just... All right, I'm going to take a break. I need to empty my water. I need to rethink this. And I will be back. Okay. I think I'm just so undecided. So, I'm just going to try and paint all this white. Good luck with that. And I'm just going to have to redo this whole thing because it's going to take a lot of coat of paint. A lot. I have to repaint the green. Dig out my score marks. I think I'll make the spoon handle red. And live with it. But I won't glue it on yet, because I may change my mind. So I think I'll do this flour, light buttermilk. Make it like the baker's hat, and live with the results, I guess. Hey, John, I'm live. That ended up being way darker than what I anticipated. Some days you just, I don't know. You struggle, and I'm struggling today. And you will have that. Hello. What time is it? Going on 1 o'clock. Hi, honey. Might be time to wrap this up for today. All right. And the more I think about it, I knew this part of the design was going to be testy for me. I just was very undecided about what I wanted to do. So I think I'm gonna make this light buttermilk, the flour white, shade around it, and live with the results. I'm just lightly going over the lettering with hopes that I don't get it in there. I'm actually not going to worry about how blotchy this paint is, this white paint. Like I normally do. Because I'm trying to go for a country farmhouse feel with all the color choices that I've made on this, a farmhouse Christmas, with all the color choices I made. So if it's kind of blotchy, it's blotchy. Like I said, I knew this was going to be a bummer. I knew I was going to be very indecisive, and but that's just me as a painter. I just can't slop paint on and, oh, that looks good. I just can't do that. I'd like to see people that come and watch us be inspired by my painting, and by me taking the time to paint a really a nice finished product instead of just slopping paint on. And I just, you know, that's just who I am. Unfortunately, I've been criticized a lot by a certain group of individuals that like to come on and watch me and then discuss it publicly and whatever, and make fun of me, and that's fine. Whatever. It's quite sad. I don't do that, but I mean, whatever makes you happy, I guess. I don't know. I don't understand people, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just using gray sky to do a little bit of shading. On this white, just to try and, so it just isn't plain white. Just add a little bit of color. And I really like that brush I got the other day. That was a great purchase. I think my water's dirty and I think it'll be good. That's gonna leave a mark. I don't know what all this debris is that's getting all over my surface. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's that green. Maybe I don't like that green. I don't know. Maybe I need to think that, rethink it. Not feeling it. Not feeling it at all. So, with that being said, yeah, this is a really nice brush. Key to a good shader brush is a nice chiseled edge. that's going to help you with floating, shading, and highlighting. It's really important to have that chiseled edge. I mean, brushes are expensive. I've had to replace some recently, and oof, yeah. I mean, I'll just show you with a cruddy brush. You know, you don't want to go into your water and go like this, you know, to get your water out, or clean it off, go like that. This is a cruddy brush, so I really don't care. But you just don't go like that, because after time you're going to be ruining your brushes. Now, if you want to go and spend good money on brushes continuously, then do that. I mean, even when let me just kind of show you real quick. And when you dip your brush into the water to highlight, I do this. I just lay it and watch the water drain, okay? I don't sit here and put it in and then I go like that, you know? I don't do that. Even after I clean it, I don't like that. Everything's like this, you know? Even when I'm washing it, you know, you got to take care of your brushes. You take care of your equipment. If not, you're going to be replacing them often. And, you know, I pay good money for my brushes, so I can't afford to replace them all the time. I just can't. You know, I just like this. I mean, this is a cheapy brush, but I use it a lot. I like it. You just gotta, you know, take care. And when you're cleaning your brushes, you gotta be careful. And that's, you know, you gotta watch getting paint up in your ferrule, because eventually that's gonna, you know, spread your bristles out. So, and then, you know, storing them upside down as soon as you're done painting while they're wet, that's not any good either. So, you know, all that water runs down into the ferrule, and eventually it's gonna spread out your bristles. So that's today's tip for today. You know, as far as, you know, be gentle with your brushes. If you are, you'll have them for a long, long time. You know, you got to be gentle and not be rough. I've seen so many people just be rough with their brushes, and they have hundreds and hundreds of brushes because they don't have a choice, because they keep ruining them. So you just got to be gentle. Take care of what you got. So I'm going to get off here. I've got things to do. Like I said, it is Saturday. You know, I'm going to repaint this stuff. I'm going to do the light buttermilk. I might even change this. I don't know. But so to the person that just joined, this is where we're at so far. Hopefully you can see. But we got one more element to paint, which is what I'm working on. We're getting there. I may come back on later on today. I'm not for sure. It just depends. And maybe tomorrow morning for a little bit, because, you know, Sunday is football. We have friends that come over, so. Until then, to the person that just come in later, thank you for stopping in. Have a good day, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.